Okay, let's do this thing. Are we working YouTube? Hey YouTube, there we go. That's what I'm looking at. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Arcane Static, and welcome back to another episode of Sunday Tea that we're doing live, because fuck it, we're doing it live! Hello, how is everybody? So, let's talk about some stuff, because that's what we do on Sunday Tea. It's quite good. So let's talk about Outlast 2 right now. Really uncomfortable game. Really uncomfortable. Watched a person get tortured to death. And another person get... I mean, like, just people getting killed is whatever. Everyone is desensitized to that by now. But, like, watching a lady get tortured to death in front of her husband who'd had his eyes put out. Not the best. I don't know if I want to keep playing it on stream, but if you guys want me to keep playing, by all means, please let me know. Because I won't not play it just because it makes me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I stop doing something because it makes me uncomfortable, then what's the point in me trying to do new things? Because the point of being a human is being put into uncomfortable situations and seeing how you react to them. But anyway, moving on from that, there's also Little Nightmares, which is also uncomfortable, but it's not that kind of uncomfortable. It's the kind of like, Jesus Christ, this is an actual child's nightmare uncomfortable, and I like that one a lot more, because that one's significantly less realistic and doesn't deal with the torturing to death of women in front of their blind husbands. But so I'm going to be playing a lot more Little Nightmares. Like, until I'm finished with it, Little Nightmares is going. I don't know if I'm going to finish Outlast. Ha ha ha. But speaking of other games that I've played before and stopped, you remember my video on Beholder a long time ago? Well, they're putting out DLC for it on the 18th of May. So once that comes out, I will download it and play it, because it seems like it'd be a really fun game to play. It looks like, from what I can tell, you get to play as the director of the apartment that you took over. So that guy that got the shit beat out of him and then kicked out, and then you came in, you get to play as that guy. Which, interesting. Yeah, it's called Beholder Blissful Sleep, I want to say it is. Which seems like it'd be really interesting. So we'll see how that goes. When it comes out, I will download it and play it, and maybe I'll do it stream, maybe I'll do it as a video series. I think because I did the previous one as a video series, I might do this one as a video series as well, but anyway. Speaking of new stuff coming out, I have done some preliminary work and made one video of yet another new series that I am trying to do now. But this one actually might be more interesting and useful because it's not gaming related. It's anime and manga related, which is to say, you know that gentleman Comicstorian who does the fantastic, like, complete story series where he takes a graphic novel or trade paperback and breaks it down and then, like, gives you only the good panels out of it and reads you back what happened out of it. I've been watching a lot of him recently, and I realized that there's a potential market there in comics that haven't been translated to English yet. So I can do those, and to that end I started the first one with the new volumes of Cardcaptor Sakura, which that video will be coming out tomorrow, a couple hours ago this time tomorrow. So look forward to that. The first Cardcaptor Sakura, the Clear Card Saga. It's quite good. It's very Cardcaptor Sakura. If you are a fan of the original CCS, this one will tickle every fancy that you've got. And if you have never read the previous stuff, that's okay. There's a lot of stuff that it makes references to that you had ought to know, but if you don't know it, it's still just a good fucking magical girl series. So, you know, that's how that is. To that end, though, I am going to continue trying to make something more out of my Patreon, because it would be super nice to be able to live off of food and rent, which is stuff that you have to have as a human being. I'm going to try to make that more public and like try to spread it around a little bit more and get more people to support me there, which I've, again, a while back I changed it from per video to per month, because per video just seemed like it'd be a shitty thing to do to people. Like, I had somebody who was in and they were like, yeah man, I'm totally in, and then it was per video and they were like, oh shit, I didn't know that, I'm sorry, I have to back out. And I was like, yeah, I understand, I get you. At present, my Patreon is funding, like, one new indie game a month or so. So, that's what I'm using it for, is to buy new games to play for y'all. So we'll see if I can't drum up some more support for that. But you guys who are watching now, if you aren't already supporters, maybe you could consider doing so. Every little bit helps, even as little as, like, $1 a month would be great. I appreciate it, thank you. I've been doing research and reading stuff that, like, other YouTubers have written about it and all that, and it's like, you have to try something. Try everything until something works, has been my philosophy for a really long time, and it seems to be the way that YouTube is doing it as well. There's this academy thing that's put out recently, Jump Cut Academy, that if you don't know about it, a couple of people who've got famous YouTube channels have put together this thing where if you pay them $1,000, then they'll teach you all about how to be successful on YouTube and all that. But, like, I don't have $1,000, and I'm also never sure when shit is a scam anymore, so that's fun. I would love to have $1,000 to throw down to do this thing, but it's like, they were like, yeah, no, even if you don't have much money or whatever, even if you're poor and all that, like, you can make a living on YouTube. Just give us $1,000 and we'll tell you how. And it's like, fucking, what do you just said if you're poor you can make a living on YouTube. Do you think that someone who's poor just has $1,000 to fucking throw down for your course? No. Oh well. But, like, the more I'm doing YouTube, the more I realize that it's just so difficult, because, like, nothing is actually, like, sticking and working. Like, I've done game stuff, I've done history stuff, I've done mythology stuff. Basically, anything that I'm good at so far I've tried, and it hasn't gotten a huge response back yet, so I have to figure out something that will get me pardon me, something that will get me a little bit more of a response back, something that will get me an audience to whom I can talk and whom I might be able to get support from, because that would be super nice. And, like, it's kind of depressing because nothing has been working, and, like, I was looking at my stuff last night and I was like, yeah, I need to edit those videos to put up the stuff and make sure that I've got the schedule and all that. God, nothing is really working. What's the point? But then it was like, no. Gotta remain chipper, remain optimistic. Because everyone does that thing when they're trying to make a living off of something that they love and it just isn't working. Because it never generally works right off the bat. So, anyway. Remaining chipper, remaining optimistic. Yeah! It's fine, right? I have considered several times in the recent past just quitting YouTube, but I don't think I'm gonna, because, like, even if it doesn't come out to be anything monetizable or able to support me or anything, it's still fun to do, and so I'm counting it mostly as that hobby right now, where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it until I decide that I don't want to anymore, not that I'm, like, being pushed out of it or something. The problem is YouTube is just kinda shitty about communicating to the people that put their stuff on their platform. They're kinda shitty on communicating pretty much anything. Like the YouTube blog, I went and looked at it, I had to specifically search for it. And I went and looked at it the other day, and they don't fucking talk about any of this algorithm stuff that they've been messing with, so oh well. But you gotta remain chipper, relentlessly optimistic, and be positive. Be positive. A lot of positivity. It'll be alright. So I probably won't stop making YouTube. I can't promise it, but I probably won't. Shrug. In the meantime, for personal updates and stuff like that, this week right now that we're starting into, because today is Sunday for me, so tomorrow, that we're starting into is not this week, but next week is the one that I go in to start doing the trial run for the Power Rangers thing to see if that will work out for me. I certainly hope that it will. I'm really excited for it because even if it doesn't, I'm just going to go and train again. And that's something that I would like, very much like. They have a thing where if you are a member of their team, then it's like between 35 and 50 bucks a month, and you can go in and use it anytime, which, yes, yes, ooh, yes. Even if it's an hour away by train, so long as it's early enough in the day that I can get to it, I will be able to go in and train. And that's something that I've been missing just a lot. So, yes, I mean, I have to go back to work, and it's a normal week this week, and then the week after that I've got Monday, and then the rest of it off, because of course, why not? My schedule is just the weirdest this semester, but it'll be fine, you know, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But, I'm looking forward to not having to be a teacher anymore. I like teaching, I don't like being a teacher. So, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, well, thank you guys very much for watching, for sticking around and all that. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, the like and subscribe buttons are waiting below this video to be liked and subscribed to, because that's what they are for. That's literally their only purpose. You can also follow my socials. It's the Facebook and Twitter that are in the description box. And if you feel like it, you can throw some support my direction. The Patreon link that's down there as well. I hope that you will, because it would be nice. But you don't have to, because I don't want to force you to do anything that you don't want to. And if you don't have the capability to do so, just watching my videos and liking them is plenty enough. I really appreciate it, but thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.